We're going to be looking at Delegate today. Now, I did already do this machine once, but for some reason it didn't grab the sound. So this is on VulnLab. So let's go ahead and make sure that we have VulnLab's, VulnLab's VPN open, right? And we'll go ahead and we'll start off with the Rust scan here, as usual, right? And also, let's go ahead and do an NXC SMB. See if we have a novice login, and we'll also go ahead and we'll grab that name of the machine. It is called Delegate. Looks like we do have a novice login. Let's go ahead and check out the shares and see what we can actually do with this. We don't have any weird ports up here like port 80 or anything like that. It's normal, looks like, domain controller ports. All right, cool. So we can read IPC. Somebody can do an RID brute. And we'll throw that into a.text, I guess. This will take a minute to run like right here, but that's okay. All we're gonna do like right here, all ID brute does is just brute force just looks at the usernames. As you can see, okay, starting to get those different usernames, stuff like that, right? We are saving it to a file, so we can just grep for SID type user. So we can go ahead and cat that a.text, and we'll go ahead and just look for. Actually, we'll go ahead and move that to brute.text. We'll go ahead and cat brute.text. We'll grep for SID type user, right? So those are our username machine, like right there. Let's go ahead and cut tag D, that from tag F. Actually, we can go ahead and move it to a. Did we already? Oh, we actually want to do this, like right here, and save that to a.text. This is just so it just makes my life easier. Now go ahead and I'll cut tag D on a.text to b.text. If I cat that b.text now, you can see that just as that. Then we'll go ahead and we'll cut tag D. That's how I've done this before. B.text to c.text. Then we'll go ahead and cat that c.text now. Right? There we go. Cat c.text. Then we'll go ahead and put that user.text. Cat that user.text. And then there we are. Okay. So now we have all the usernames with no spaces at the back, at the very end of them. Now we can go ahead and we can remove tag RF A, B, and C. And there's our user.text like right there. Let's go ahead and try for maybe like get NP users. This is on delegate.vl. Tag no pass. Tag users file. Users.text, right? And we're just gonna see if anyone is ASREP roastable like right here, right? If everyone doesn't have do not require pre-auth set. So it doesn't look like client's credentials have been revoked, okay? So it doesn't really look like we got anything with that, right? Let's go ahead and we could try to log in as username and password, right? We can always try that. So we can do an NXC SMB delegate.vl. Tag U will be user.text, tag P user.text, maybe something like that. And see if anyone can do that. See if they use their username as their password, right? Okay, it doesn't look like we're getting much up there. Let's go ahead and look at those shares again. Maybe we'll look at sysvul with net logon and stuff like that and see what's going on with those two. See if there's anything in there that we can utilize. $69,210. We'll try sysvul first, I guess. See if we can get in there. Okay, so we do have a delegate.vl. Let's go ahead and say prompt off, recurse on, mget star. and that'll just download everything for us that we are able to download. What's up, MC? How you doing? Welcome. We do see a user.bat file right here. It's a script, it looks like, so we might be able to look in there and see what's going on with that guy right there, and start to enumerate that some more. So someone knows, I also don't remember this sheet exactly, so it's going to be kind of like going through it again. There's a lot of stuff on the VulnLab machine, so okay, so let's go ahead and let's cd in that delegate. Let's go ahead and cd into scripts I believe it was in, and we cat that users.bat. Okay, so we do actually see for A Briggs, it looks like we have a password here. Let's go ahead and try that like right there. We'll try to crack everything with that. TAC R is going to be 10.10.69.210. TAC U A.Briggs. TAC P. There we go. We'll say TAC J, TAC Z plus sign. We'll just start off with that like right there. Actually, you know what else I should have? I should have also went ahead and ran bloodhound right there too, but that's okay. We'll leave that for like right now. Let's also try a CD into, or CD. All right, and we'll go ahead and we will try get user SPNs. What this is going to do is going to look for any service accounts on there, right? So it looks like we can RDP and do it right. Nothing with pause, we can't, or shell or anything like that. So we're not able to get in anywhere where, we can, we're already admin on or anything like that. Let's say delegate.vl, a Briggs, yep. TAC request, we can try to request it and see if there's any, nope, nothing there, okay. Let's go ahead and run a bloodhound with this guy. So that's just attack B like right there at the end. We can start with that bloodhound. And we also always want to do a, we can do a lookup SID, right? Just to make sure that we're good with this. And we'll say, let's see here, A.Briggs at delegate.vl. And then his password. There we go. We try that like right there. See if we get any new usernames or anything like that. We also want to try certify, right? And we'll put his credentials in here. That was 10.10.69.210. We have delegation admins. Okay, that's something like right there. We want to look into like right there because if we could delegate, that'll be good. Cache reset, use debug to print stack trace. There might not be any certificates on here. Okay, I don't think there's going to be anything on here. Probably because he actually can't authenticate to LDAP. Probably that might be another problem like right there. Although this guy authenticates to LDAP over here, so I don't know. It's kind of strange. Let's go ahead and let's check if A Briggs with that bloodhound, if he's got anything on there, right? So let's go ahead and open up bloodhound. Sudo neo4j console, and we'll get bloodhound started up over here. Now go ahead and log in for us. And I'm going to clear the database like real quick. And we will go ahead and we will upload our data. Home, desktop, VulnLab. This one is called Delegate Blood. There we go. Morning, Entertainment. How you doing? Let's go ahead and check out what we got here. We got A.Briggs, right? So we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at him like real quick. Reachable high value targets, probably because he can RDP. That would be the other reason, right? Just okay, we have a generic right over Ed Thompson. All right, let's go ahead and look at that generic right like real quick. Linux abuse here, we can do a target curb roast, right? So let's go ahead and try that like right there. So we have targeted curb roast.py, boom, yep, pretty much that like right there. Okay, cool. Started that curb roast tax. I'm always doing good, you know that. Entertainment always doing good. All right, so it looks like we did actually get somebody here, okay? So we were able to get that hash for Ed Thompson. Let's go ahead and echo that into hash.text. We'll go ahead and we'll use hashcat for that, like right there. See if we get anything back. It's time to start making a user password file also. So let's go ahead and echo a.briggs into user pass.text. Okay, what did we get over here? We did actually get something. It looked like Kalev 231. So let's go ahead and echo N Thompson. User pass.text also. And then we'll go ahead and we'll also see if that person can do anything. We'll do that crack everything again. Pretty much say that thing, except for we're just going to not run Bloodhound this time, obviously. And we'll use Ed.Thompson here. There we go. Okay. Cool so far. Looking good so far. So now we have M. Thompson. So now we should probably check certificates with that also, maybe. Just in case. Okay, so she actually has WinRM, or he. I don't know. The person I work for is a female one. It's her last name's Thompson, so that's why I just said she. Let's see her. Okay, nothing. Still not able to do anything with that. That's okay. But we do have a shell with WinRM, like right here, right? So that's a easy day. Hopefully we can just hop right into there, and we'll see what's going on outside there, right? So let's go ahead and do an evil WinRM. Attack I delegate.vl. Oh, we can just end the machine like right here. Attack U n.thompson. Attack P that. Let's see if that's actually true. That we can actually do that like right there. And we'll see what we can do from here also. And actually, let's actually take a look at Ed Thompson also with this Bloodhound over here. Okay. She's part of users. It says that she is an admin, or he. Can I get a first name just so I figure out who this person actually is? First degree memberships, we got 3 of them. So we got delegation admins, remote management, and domain users. So this delegation admins, that's going to be a big one like right there. If we can utilize delegation, then that's going to be a big one. So I think, do I have actually notes for this? If not, then we're going to take notes this time for it. Or are they like spread around like different places of notes? Okay, we're to probably take notes same time that we do this, or I'll just go back through and do it again, or something like that. But it doesn't look like I have anything for notes in here. So okay, it's all right though. We can figure it out fairly quickly. So far, just to give you guys a heads up, okay, what we've done so far is we have found the users through an RID brute, right? From there, we grabbed those users. We tried to see if there was anyone that had Azure roastable or anything like that. There was not anybody, which that's okay. We looked into the SMB shares because we knew that they were, readable. We looked into, I believe it was sysvol, and grabbed that users.bat file and saw that I think it was A Briggs, had a password in there, right? In plain text, we were able to use his password to be able to use Blythe's Bloodhound. Once we got that Bloodhound back, we were able to see that he had write access over Ed Thompson. Once we saw that they were able to have write access over Ed Thompson, we were then able to get into Ed Thompson, who now can win RM in the machine. And let's see what this person can do. And they're also part of delegation admins group. And they certainly do have SE enabled delegation privilege. Okay, so the first thing we want to do with this is we have to do an add computer. Okay, so what we're going to do for a delegation here, we're going to do add computer. And pretty much I should already have 90% of this done, like I said, because I did already do this machine, just the voice didn't come through on the last video. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll do an IP config up here. All right, so as you can see, we're going to add a computer. All right, we're going to add the computer password, retest password 321, computer name to be caret, and we're going to use delegate. I actually want to see if I actually have add computer.py in here anywhere. Let's go ahead and search for it. Add computer. I do. I see enable delegation privilege. Okay, so probably I actually have every single thing in here. Okay, now obviously the first time we went through this, it took a lot longer to figure it out and everything, but here it all is right here for us. Cool. All right, so we have that. Okay. We have caret, delegate, VL, and Thompson, right? We need to put the user that is going to connect and allow us to have that delegation, right? We hit enter here, and hopefully we haven't already reached our 10 machine quota that every user gets. And they have not. Okay, so we now have a computer and a machine account, caret, dollar sign, right? So that's good for us, okay? Now what we can do is we go ahead and we need to add a DNS record into here, right? So I already have this stuff out here, all right, but there you go. You could go ahead and do a sudo apt-get install lib-krb5dev and pip3 install bloody AD. All right, you're going to need both those tools. All right, from here we can go ahead and do our DNS tool, right? What I should do is actually just make a little script for this, huh? Say DNS tool, okay? Now the user is now going to be delegate.vl, right? Because that user now exists, right? This caret dollar sign, that machine account now exists, and we know their password because we made their password. Right, we're going to call that caret.delegate.vl, all right, and then the tag D is my machine, all right, it's not, that like right there is my tunnel IP address, and our action is going to be add that caret.delegate.vl to DC1 delegate.vl, okay, with the DNS IP address of 10.10.69.210. That's going to be the other machine's IP address. There we go. Okay, so now we have now add ourselves to DNS, right? Now we can go ahead and add SPN for CIFS. Once we add that SPN for CIFS, once we have a CIFS SPN there, that will allow us to pretty much get wherever we want to. Okay, because that I can't think of the word like right now for some reason. That delegation like right there, this guy like right here, this CIFS like right here, will allow us to pretty much do whatever we want. All right, you can also do it for maybe HTTP, that would allow you WinRM, something like that, right? So now we can do our bloody AD, tag U and Thompson, tag P her password, the host, right, DC1 delegate.vl, okay, add UAC caret, and then we're going to say, hey, they're trusted for delegation, okay? We want them to be trusted for delegation, which will allow us to delegate the machine. All right, looking good so far. This will also see if my notes are actually correct too. We're going to do the same exact thing again, except for this time we're not going to put in the trusted for delegation. You see, so same exact, oh, that's not what I wanted, is it? Okay, yep, add SPN, I forgot. I was about to say, I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, we want that one like right there first, because I was about to say we did this up here. I was about to say, wait, we got to do something first and another one. So we can go ahead and it's pretty much going to look like the same exact command, except for this time we're just going to type in tac additional. So we're going to add user SPN, right, a service principal name to delegate VL and Thompson, Collab, okay, Collab or whatever it is. And we're going to have CIFS, that's going to be our service principal, like right there, CIFS, and we're going to put that caret delegate.vl. Okay, the target is going to be caret dollar sign, right? The domain controller IP address, which we do need to change, obviously, to 10.10.69.210. All right. The domain controller's name, DC1 delegate.vl, and then just say additional. Okay. Now we can do that, save that command again, except for we're going to get rid of additional this time. And now we need to get the hash for the machine account, okay, for the machine account's password, right? We need to get that hash, which is test password 321. Now to be able to do this, we need to get that NT hash, right? So we can say, we can go out to the internet and say NTLM hash generator. We go ahead and throw this hash in there, and as you can see, it's the C7BE. If I like my notes over here, pretty much you were following along with everything. You'll see that this is C7BE, and we're probably using that KRB relay. Okay, so those hashes like right there. Boom. Okay, now that's set up that server, it's now waiting. Okay, it's waiting for a connection. All right, and we can use a couple things here. We could try to use petit podom. Okay, we can also use let me see. There's a couple other things that we can use except for just that. And if I actually look up the little delegate thing here, just for delegation, or if I look up add user SPN or something like that. Okay, add spn.py. Okay. We can also try to use this printer bug.py like right here too. I believe I have both of them already easily callable. Let me go ahead and see. Yep, I have that one. And then printer bug. Yep, so I do have both of them, okay? Printer bug may actually be an easier one to use. As you can see, the syntax is a lot smaller for it. All right, and printer bug does come with the GitHub that has add SPN, DNS tool, KRB, all the stuff that you need to be able to do this, right? Except for that add computer, which comes with Impacket, right? So we have everything that we need pretty much in that one GitHub repository right there. What is difficult for this machine? The difficulty level is medium. Small question. What do you recommend for the OSCP to make more boxes, improve grounds, or hack the box? To do proving grounds, easy to medium, community rated machines. That's what I think you should do for OSCP. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try with the printer bug one. I've tried it with both of them before. We have our KRB relay up and running, right? Waiting for those hashes like right there. We're going to go ahead and throw this up. Now when this goes across, it will actually become this hash like right here, right? So that's like how it knows that, yep, that's it. Okay, I did put an and sign at the end. Don't know if I actually need that or not, but we're going to see. And that'll just have it run in the background. We'll hit enter there. Attempt to trigger authentication via RPN RPC. Bind OK, got handle. All right, cool. We now have a ticket. All right, so that worked for us. Let's go ahead and try it also with Petit Portum, right? Caret $ test passer 321. Okay, you see that the syntax is a little bit different, so it's really whatever one you feel comfortable with. We'll see if this works also. Don't know if he's still listening or not. Okay, so that one also works too. Okay, so they both worked great this time. I remember the last time that we were doing this, we did have some problems with this, so you might have to reset the machine. But if I do an LSTAC-LE now, we do have that DC1 at Delegate KRB TGT, right? And that C cache, like right there. That is great news for us, right? That is extremely great news for us. Okay. So now what we can do is we go ahead and export that C cache. All right. So we got to do an export KRB5 CNAME equals, and I'm just going to go ahead and grab that. Hop back over here. Boom. We're going to say period slash, and we're just going to type in pretty much this whole thing right here, right? Okay, so that's our CNAME like right now, or our CC name, right? So now we have that on our Kerberos, and we can go ahead for our KRB5, and we go ahead and run secrets dump now, because we have our ticket there, right? So now we can run a secrets dump on DC1 $ at DC1, all right? No pass, utilizing Kerberos, just DC use administrator. That's just going to drop just the administrator. Sometimes you get problems if you don't put in just DC user. It can sometimes be like, hey, like I can't drop everything. Try with just DC. It'll tell you pretty much to try with just DC user and just try drop one user. We'll go ahead and try drop everybody though, just to see. And we do get a hash up here. So once we get this hash, yeah, see. So policy SPN target name validation might be restricted full DSRU API dump. Okay, that says try just DC. Sometimes it'll exit out from like right there, and other times obviously it'll keep going, right? So let's go ahead and actually echo that into admin hash.text. What we're going to try to do now is we can go ahead and grab all these. This would be more like a real life thing right here. And we're just going to try to crack all of these like right here. So we could say something like, let's see here, echo that into hash.text. We'll do hashcat hash.text, right? It should be able to figure out that as NTLM. Okay, the newest version of hashcat, you don't need to put in that tag M anymore unless you can't figure out what it exactly is. Then you have to put it in. But we should see it's saying that hashcat was actually exhausted. That's a first for me without finding anything, especially since one of them were test password 321. But they say that I couldn't figure out any of those passwords like right there. I don't know if test password 321 is actually in user share wordless rocket.txt. Nope, it is not. Okay, cool. So we have our admin hash up here. So let's go ahead and do a quick enable winrm, tag I, delegate.vl, administrator with that hash like right there, right? And we should be able to hop into there, thus allowing us to be an administrator on this machine. Who am I? /all. And there we go. We are definitely an administrator. We can do whatever the hell we want here, right? So we can cd /desktop. And from here, we can grab that root.txt hash. And that is it for this machine like right here. Hopefully this sound comes through just fine for this guy. This is the next time that's uploaded. And we'll go ahead and we'll stop it.